Good morning. So today we are continuing the lesson test and measurement, and we have discussed in previous video the definition and the importance of test and measurement and evaluation. So now we will discuss about the body mass index. Body mass index we will discuss here. We will discuss about the WHR, waist strip ratio, and we will discuss about the somatotypes, Sheldon's somatotype. So first the body mass index. Body mass index, it is also known as BMI, also known as Quetelet index, statistical measurement to compare an individual's weight and height. Most widely used tool to identify weight problem. This is easy to measure and evaluate. It helps to know an individual health status, because by the body mass index we come to know that the proper weight of the body according to the height and age, because the height is not directly in our hand. We cannot increase and decrease the height directly, and the weight is in our hand. We can decrease or increase our weight. So that's why the BMI, body mass index, tells us about either the weight of the person is proper or not according to the height, or the height of the person is proper or not according to the weight, where the weight can be fluctuated. We can decrease or increase the weight. So the calculation of BMI, body mass index, equal to body weight is divided by height into height. This is the formula of body mass index, is body weight is divided by height square, where body weight is taken in kg and height in meter, and the unit of BMI is kg per meter square. So the index is there. By this index we know about the health status of the individual, like if the BMI is lower than 18.5, the person is underweight. If it is 18.5 to 24.9, it is healthy or normal. If the BMI is 25 to 29.9, it is overweight. If the BMI is more than 30 and 30 to 34.9, this is obesity class 1. 35 to 35, 9.9, this BMI is obesity type 2, class 2. And 40 above, this is obesity class 3. This is the higher obesity. So this is very easy to calculate the BMI by putting the values in this formula. So suppose the weight of the person, body weight is 65 kg, height is 170 centimeter. So height we can convert into the meter, so it is 1.70 meter. So BMI will be, weight is divided by height into height, so 65 is divided by 1.70 into 1.70. So 65 is divided by 2.89 and it comes 22.4. So the BMI with the 65 kg weight and 170 centimeter height, the BMI is 22.4. So this is, if we refer this value to the index 22.4, so it comes in the second category, normal category. So the BMI of the person is category is normal weight or healthy. So this way this is calculated. The formula for calculating the amount of weight to gain. The BMI we have calculated. Suppose the person is underweight, the BMI is less underweight, or suppose the person is overweight or obese. So we need to know that what is the amount of weight the person should gain, or in case of obesity and overweight, what is the amount of weight the person should lose to come in normal range or healthy range. So the formula for calculating the amount of weight to gain for coming in healthy range or normal category, the formula is weight of individual in kg is W. Gaining weight can be calculated by the formula is height into height into 18.6 minus the original weight, the weight of the individual. And height should be in meter and weight should be in kg. So by this formula we can check about the amount of weight the person should gain if the person is underweight. Because gaining weight is required only for the person who are underweight. So by this formula we can calculate the amount of weight also which should be gained to come in normal range or healthy range. Another formula for calculating the amount of weight to lose for coming in healthy range or normal category. So losing weight is required for the person who are overweight or obese. That is obesity 1, type 1, class 1, class 2, class 3. So any kind of obesity or the person is overweight. So they need to lose weight. So what is the amount of weight they should lose? So we can calculate by this formula. Losing weight equal to weight, body weight minus height into 25, where the height should be in meter and weight should be in kg. So by this formula we can calculate the amount of weight should be lost by the person to come in healthy range or normal range. So the precautions during the measurement. What are the precautions during the measurement of body mass index BMI? So body weight should be taken on reliable weighing machine. Heavy clothes should not be worn while taking weight. For measuring height, the person should be barefooted and body in straight position. So height and weight should be taken carefully. Then we can know about the actual body mass index. So this is about the body mass index BMI. Another test is there that we will discuss about the WHR, that is waist hip ratio. So waist hip ratio, the formula in which we calculate the waist circumference and hip circumference. So in the picture we can see where we are measuring the waist circumference and where we are measuring the hip circumference. So the formula for the WHR, waist hip ratio, WHR equal to waist circumference is divided by hip circumference. So this is the formula, and this way we see how we measure male and female, the waist and hip circumference. In the picture we can see carefully. So the calculation of waist hip ratio, measurement of waist circumference divided by hip circumference, used as a risk factor assessment tool for heart diseases, hypertension and type 2 diabetes. So waist ratio tells us about the body shape. This is used to check the shape of the body. So the result after the formula, whatever the result is there, we refer it to the index. In case of gender, male, if it is less than 0.85, it is excellent. If it is 0.85 to 0.89, it is good. If it is 0.90 to 0.95, it is average. And if it is more than 0.95 or equal to 0.95, that is at risk. In case of females, it is, if the WHR is less than 0.75, it is excellent. If it is 0.75 to 0.79, it is considered good. If it is 0.80 to 0.86, it is average. And more than 0.86 and equal to 0.86, it is considered at risk. So this is about the waist hip ratio, WHR. Now we'll come to the another topic, that is somatotypes. The somatotypes are given by William Selden, the psychologist, and it tells about the different type of bodies. There are different type of body types among the people. So we will discuss about these body types in this somatotype. Soma means body, so somatotypes means body type. So somatotype is the word used by the famous psychologist William Selden to describe a body type using his method of classifying the human physique. William Selden, 1898 to 1977, was an American psychologist who devoted his life to observing the variety of human bodies and temperaments. Somatotype refer to the underlying physique and are not changed by overeating or training. So these are the body types which cannot be changed by the training or by the overeating. In the 1940s, Selden developed the theory that there are three basic body types or somatotypes. So these three types are, we will discuss here in detail. Somatotypes, he settled on three extreme type based on the three tissue layers: endoderm, mesoderm and ectoderm. As we know, these are the three tissue layers in our body: endoderm internal, mesoderm middle layer, ectoderm is outermost layer. And fat bodies are always rounded, muscular bodies are always square, and thin bodies are always linear, each associated with personality characteristics, because body type represents the personality of the individual. So each associated with personality characteristics representing a correlation between physique and temperament. This scheme was illustrated as a triangle of extreme with a coming together of the extreme into a balanced center. So these three body types are ectomorphy, mesomorphy, endomorphy, mesomorphy and ectomorphy. So these three somatotypes are there. We can see in the body types also. Different body types people are there: endomorph, mesomorph and ectomorph. As you can see in the picture, we can see endomorph people are shorter in height. They have fat over the body. In case of mesomorph, we can see then they are balanced, they have good body structure, average height. Ectomorph, we can see here, these peoples are thin and taller, very less body fat can be seen. A detailed characteristics about these three body types we will discuss in the next slide. There we will see in the extreme endomorph, first position we can see again extreme endomorph, extreme mesomorph and extreme ectomorph. Endomorphy, mesomorphy and ectomorphy. So the body type is known as ectomorph, mesomorph and endomorph, mesomorph and ectomorph. So first picture we can see extreme endomorph is there, body fat it can be seen. Extreme mesomorph we can see in the middle picture, then body is muscular body, athletic body also, this is known as athletic body type. Extreme ectomorph we can see these peoples are taller, very less body fat can be seen here, and narrow shoulders we can see. Now the characteristics we will see here. So first, extreme endomorph. The characteristics, body characteristics are wide hip and narrow shoulders. So these are known as pear-shaped body. Endomorph, it is known as pear-shaped body. A lot of fat on the body, second characteristic. Third characteristic is a lot of fat on the upper arm and thighs. Quite slim wrist and ankles. The somatotype has code words. This rating is given 711. So the rating is given by the William Selden for this somatotypes. So endomorph somatotype, the rating is 711. Extreme mesomorph we can see in the middle picture, second one picture. Extreme mesomorph, the broad shoulder and narrow hip. So this is known as waist shape, or it is also known as athletic body type. Second characteristic we can see here to identify large head, a muscular body. Another characteristic we can see here in the extreme mesomorph, strong forearm and thighs, very little body fat. So this somatotype rating of the extreme mesomorph is, that is 171. So the rating we must know, the rating for the extreme mesomorph is 171. Then extreme ectomorph. In the third picture we can see extreme ectomorph. The characteristics are there: narrow shoulders and hip, a thin face and high forehead, a thin narrow chest and abdomen, thin legs and arm, very little muscles or body fat, and these peoples are taller, tall body. So the somatotype rating is given to the extreme ectomorph is 117. So these are the three body types and their characteristics. Extreme endomorph, these peoples are there, first one picture, extreme endomorph, these peoples gain weight quickly, very easily. Very easily they get fatty. and the losing weight is very difficult for them. The endomorph people gain weight quickly, but losing weight for them, that is difficult process. In case of extreme mesomorph, second picture, these people gain and lose weight easily. They can gain and lose weight quickly and easily. This is easy process of gaining and losing weight for these people. Extreme ectomorph people, third picture. In this, these people lose weight very easily, but gaining weight is very difficult for them. The process of gaining weight is a difficult process for the extreme ectomorph people. Endomorphy, ectomorphy, mesomorphy, and ectomorphy. We will discuss in detail about endomorphy. Focused on the digestive system, endoderm has the tendency towards plumpness, tolerant, love of comfort, and they are extrovert, because that we have discussed in the previous slide that this also represent the personality and the temperament of the individual. So endomorphy, these peoples are focused on the digestive system, endoderm has tendency towards plumpness, tolerant, love to comfort. They love comfort highly. They like to have more comfort, and they love of comfort, and they are extrovert. Endomorphic body type, soft and round shaped body, underdeveloped muscles, overdeveloped digestive system. That's why these people love food, they love to eat. Associated personality traits are there. They love of the food, love of food, evenness of emotions, good humor on and relaxed, need for affection. So these peoples are considered little lethargic, and that I have discussed in the previous slide. Then these people gain weight easily, but losing weight is very difficult for them. So that's why these people have fat in their body is always higher fat in the body. So these are the characteristics and personality traits and body type of the endomorph body type. Then we will come to the mesomorphy. Mesomorphy focused on musculature and circulatory system. As endomorphy, the peoples were focused on digestive system, but in this mesomorphy, the peoples are focused on musculature and circulatory system. Mesoderm has the tendency towards muscularity, energetic, active, aggressive, and risk taker. So the tendency of the people is muscularity. They believe to develop the muscles, muscular body. That's why they are highly energetic, highly active, and aggressive, and they are risk taker. The body type of mesomorphic is they are hard, body is hard, muscular body, overly matured appearance, a rectangular shape, and upright posture. This is about the mesomorphic body type. Then the mesomorphy body type are associated with the personality traits. They are adventurous and courageous, indifference to what other think or want, just for physical activity and competitive. They always love to perform physical activity. They are highly competitive and they are not bothered about the others thinking and what others want, and they are highly adventurous and courageous people. So this is all about the mesomorphy, the second type of body type. Then we will come to know the ectomorphy. Ectomorphy focused on the nervous system and the brain, ectoderm. So the first endomorph focused on digestive system, and then mesomorph they were focused on muscularity and circulatory system, and these ectomorph people body type, these are focused on the brain, nervous system. The tendency towards artistic, they are sensitive, apprehensive and introvert. So these peoples are very sensitive, that's why they are artistic, they love art, apprehensive and introvert. Body type of an ectomorphic, they are thin and flat chest, young appearance, tall and lightly muscle, stoop shoulders. This is the body type of the ectomorphy. And the ectomorphy body type associated personality traits are there. They are self-conscious, socially anxious, mentally intense, emotionally restrained. These people are socially anxious because these people are introvert. Introvert means these people, they always keep their thoughts with themselves. They never spoke everything to the public. They never tell whatever they are thinking, what their emotions, what they are planning, what they are doing to others. They always keep things confidential. So that's why introvert, that's why they are socially anxious. So self-conscious, mentally intense and emotionally restrained. They try to hide their emotions always. So this is all about the ectomorph. So measuring somatotype, Selden wanted to produce a useful scientific tool for measuring these types. Therefore, a numeric value needed to be applied to each of the component. He chose a scale of 7 degree. That's why the number that we have given, the rating. So 7 rating is very high and 1 rating is very low. So that's why these ratings are there. 7 very high and 6 is high and 5 is moderately high and 4 is average, 3 is moderately low, 2 is low and 1 is very low. So these are the 7 degrees which are given in the form of rating. So the somatotypes are measured by these 7 ratings and 7 degrees. So as the final form of expressing a somatotype numerically is with 3 numbers, where the left number represents the degree of endomorphy and the middle number indicates the degree of mesomorphy, and the final or right number represent the degree of ectomorphy. So that's why the rating is given: endomorphy 711, mesomorphy 171, and ectomorphy 117. Then an extreme endomorph is represented as 711, as we have discussed. An extreme mesomorph is represented 171, and extreme ectomorph is represented as 117. So that's why this is the diagram we can see. The all are related because first number represents endomorph, middle number represents mesomorph, and last right number, third number represents the ectomorphy. Then another one, A44, would be a balanced somatotype with each of the three components being equally represented. So in various characteristics, various traits like weightlifting, footballers, wrestlers, sumo wrestlers, gymnast, sprinter, rugby league players, tennis players, rugby union second row players, and high jumpers. So this way, various characteristics, various traits, the different somatotypes are there, and the balanced somatotype is represented here. So in this will be mentioned, the balanced somatotype will be mentioned A44444. So the rating for the balanced somatotype is A444, in which the various characters are there, various characteristics of the body types are included in the somatotype. So mostly in the athletes, these this somatotype is seen. So next topic, that is anthropometric measurement of height, weight, arms, leg length, and skin fold. This we will discuss in the next video.